Hello guys, this is Concept Guru and this is kinematics video 2. So in this video we will be learning about distance and displacement and some more and we will introduce a new topic which is speed and velocity. So we will learn about speed and velocity and derivations of equations of motion and before it we will learn acceleration, all about acceleration. Okay, so let's start. So in previous video I have already mentioned what is distance and what is displacement, so let's just not waste time on it. Let's directly start with speed and velocity. So the definition of motion which I have written in the previous video was if an object changes its position with respect to time, it is in motion. Okay, so actually it was not very particularly defined. Well, let me first tell you one thing, that with respect to time, what does it mean? What do you think? Well, mathematically, with respect to time, suppose a quantity A is varying with respect to time, then this means that A by T means varying with respect to time. Okay, so this is what suppose distance D is varying with respect to time, then this is what we get mathematically. Okay, so let me introduce to a new subtopic about reference point. Now what is the reference point? You remember the last video example I have given to you. Suppose a car is moving and a man is watching it from here. So the man will be the reference frame. Okay, the point from which, or the frame from which, the motion of an object is studied or observed, it is known as reference frame, and the point to which the motion is included is called reference point. Suppose this is a car at point A, and here is a car at here is a pole at point B, and the car has to reach the pole. Okay, and this man, suppose you are talking with this man and you ask what is the where is car A going. So the man will tell you that A is going to the point B. So in this case the reference point is B, because here the car is in motion with respect to B. Okay, so the motion can be studied from two places. The first is reference frame and another is reference point. So this man can also be a reference point if he observes the motion, if we consider the motion of the car with respect to this man. Now here with respect to this man does not mean that the car, the distance covered by the car divided by man. This does not mean here. It is only for physical quantities such as time. Basically rate also always means time. So here with respect to man means here the man is at rest, and the rest with respect to ground means when you watch with ground, when you watch, you take ground as the reference frame, the man is at rest, and when you take man as the reference frame, the car is in motion. Because suppose it is moving with 50 meter per second, then the speed of the man is 0 meter per second, means it is not moving. So here the car is in motion. Okay, and this was also about reference point. Now let me introduce you to what is uniform velocity, uniform motion. Okay, velocity we will think about later. So what is uniform motion? Suppose this car is moving with 50 meter per second and you observed it at 7 o'clock. Okay, after 15 minutes at 7:15, the car speed was 50 meter per second. Okay, 50 meter per second means the car speed was same. and after 15 minutes at 7:30 the car speed was 50 meter per second, means the speed of the car have not changed. So this means that the car is moving with the same speed, and this is termed as uniform motion because the distance between 2 points in equal interval of time is always same. Okay, so this was uniform motion, and let's start velocity and speed. So what is speed and what is velocity? So in the last video you have heard about distance. What is distance? So distance is the original path covered by an object during its motion. Okay, or when it is at rest, the distance covered by it is 0. Okay, so suppose a car, an object A travels a distance 50 meter to point B. To point B, suppose there is a point B and it travels here, and it took him 10 seconds to travel 50 meter. So what is the speed? So mathematically speed equal to rate of change of distance. Okay, so d by t means here mathematically that we have written in motion the car, the motion, the definition of the motion we have already heard, that an object is changing its position with respect to time. So what is that's it, that's the thing that here is happening. Okay, so the object A has traveled 50 meter or 50 kilometer or any other, suppose 50 meter in 10 seconds. So its speed will be d by t. Here d equal to 50 meter means distance, and t equal to 10 seconds equal to time. So its speed is 50 divided by 10 equal to 5 meter per second. So unit of distance is meter, SI unit, and SI unit of time is second. So it's this unit becomes meter per second, or you can write meter second minus 1 to the power minus 1. We read it as meter per second. Okay, so this is speed. And what is velocity? So velocity is rate of change of displacement. Okay, suppose this is a here is a car A and here is a point B, and the distance between here to here is this 5 kilometer, and displacement is 3 kilometer. So what will be the velocity? So and it took the car to from suppose the car travels on this path, on a straight line path, and it will take about 10 hour. Okay, then the velocity of the car will be given as v. We write it as v. Okay, v equal to displacement, let us write as x, and divided by time. So this will give us 3 divided by 10 equal to 0.3 kilometer per hour. Okay, so this was the velocity. Now let me introduce you to some symbols. Okay, in common we take s as distance, u as initial velocity, v as final velocity, t as time, a as acceleration. Okay, so later on you will be studying the equations of motion. So they are also termed as SUVAT equations. You can see here S U V A T. I have written in a different order, so here it will be SUVAT. Okay, they all are termed as Suvat equation. Now you will be thinking that what is initial velocity and what is final velocity and what is acceleration. So acceleration we will be reading it further later. So first let me tell you what is initial velocity and what is final velocity. Suppose here is a car A, an object A, and here is point B, and the object started with a velocity, means the object started with a velocity suppose 2 meter per second, and it reached with a velocity 5 meter per second. Then this will be initial velocity and this will be final velocity. Okay, so the starting velocity is termed as initial velocity, and the ending velocity or the velocity before reaching the last point of the motion, or last point where the object is going to come at rest, is termed as final velocity. So suppose I will tell you something more about velocity. Suppose here is a man who is standing on a surface, and he has a ball in his hand, and he throws the ball upwards. The ball goes at h height, here h height, from his hand, h, taking distance from hand, or let the total distance be h. So here to here, distance h. Okay, then here what will be the initial velocity, you think? Here the initial velocity will be final velocity. Here the final velocity at the highest point is 0. Well, this is termed as trajectory. This is a case of projectile motion. So this path is called trajectory. So later on videos of kinematics, I will be teaching you or showing you what is projectile motion. So here final velocity upwards will be 0, because you have observed whenever you throw a ball or you give a catch or you throw a ball perpendicularly from the surface, then at a point from it at the highest point for a second or for a millisecond or for a nanosecond even, you have observed that the ball comes at rest for a very short period of time. Therefore the final velocity here will be 0, but you will consider the final velocity 0 only when the ball is going here from here. When it is coming down, this will become the initial velocity, and the final velocity, suppose v1, becomes here another. So in this case, when the ball is going downwards, suppose the final velocity or the velocity before reaching the ground becomes 5 meter per second. So and here the initial velocity will be 0 and the final velocity will be 0. Okay, so now let's start something about acceleration. Now what is acceleration? Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. Okay, now I forgot to tell you that speed and velocity, speed is a scalar quantity and velocity is a vector quantity. One thing to notice is that I have not given here, I have mentioned it velocity, but I have not given direction here. Now in vectors we write vectors like this, velocity, and we just take the magnitude of this, means we give the magnitude. Okay, we only take the magnitude. In higher classes, or you will see on later videos of kinematics, you will see that I will show you what are vectors, and I will show you more about vectors, so just not waste your time. So I will show you what is acceleration. Okay, here we are not taking direction, we are just taking magnitude for simplicity, and later on we will take direction also. Okay, so acceleration is rate of change of velocity, which is initial velocity. No, that's wrong. let's just write by symbols. So it is final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time. So this is the rate of change of velocity. Change in velocity is written as delta v and divided by t, rate. Delta is means change. Delta is supposed to think about change. Okay, so delta here means initial velocity, delta v means initial velocity minus final velocity. So now I have given you an overview, just an overview about initial velocity and final velocity, acceleration. So here I have given you an acceleration overview, and in my next video we will see about various equations of kinematics and we will derive them. Okay, and understand more about acceleration, gravitational acceleration. Okay. If you like the videos, please subscribe and share this to others, so that you keep learning and others can also keep learning, and I can post videos furthermore. Okay, thank you. If you want the notes, you can see link in the description, and you can download the notes from the site. Okay, so thank you.